The 2026 NASCAR season is coming in hot, and it's bringing chaos with it. We're not talking about minor tweaks or new paint schemes. This is a complete shakeup. Teams are jumping ship on manufacturers they've been loyal to for years. Teenagers are getting handed Cup Series rides. Veterans are being told their time is up. And everyone in the garage is scrambling to figure out what's next. This is the kind of drama that makes NASCAR fans lose their minds. So let's break down every major move, every shocking decision, and every gamble that's about to define the 2026 season.
Ryan Blaney has won his way into the championship.
A great day for Kyle Larson.
7th career win in his 100th.
Joey Logano takes the checkered flag.
Hell yeah, boys!
First up, we need to talk about Haas factory racing. Gene Haas just dropped a bombshell that nobody saw coming. After running Fords in the Cup Series for years, Haas is switching to Chevrolet for 2026. That's right, the blue oval is out and the bow tie is in. Here's where it gets interesting. Back in 2009, when Stewart Haas Racing first started, they were running Chevrolets. They didn't switch to Ford until 2017. So this isn't just a manufacturer change, it's Gene Haas going full circle, returning to where it all began. Except this time it's just Haas, without the Stewart name attached. Cole Custer is staying in the number 41 car, but everything else is changing. And when we say everything, we mean it. Switching to Chevrolet means Haas will be running Hendrick engines. That's a serious upgrade in terms of power and support. Custer has to be excited about what this could mean for his performance. But the Cup Series change is just the beginning. Haas is pulling both of their NASCAR Xfinity Series cars, the 00 and the 41, away from Ford too. That's a double blow to Ford's presence in the series. Then RSS Racing decided to follow Haas right out the door. 2 more full-time Xfinity cars are gone from Ford, heading straight to Chevrolet. In a matter of weeks, Ford went from having a solid lineup in the Xfinity series to watching teams abandon them left and right. Ford didn't just sit back and take it though. They brought in Hettinger Racing, a grassroots operation stepping up to the national stage. And SPS Racing, which used to be AM Racing, is sticking with Ford. It's a rebuild situation, but at least Ford is fighting back. While Ford was dealing with their exodus, Rickware Racing was making moves of its own. RWR is done with Ford for 2026. They're partnering with Chevrolet through a technical alliance with Richard Childress Racing. This is huge for Rickware. They started out running Chevrolets years ago before bouncing around with Toyotas and Fords. Now they're going back to their roots, but this time they've got one of the most respected teams in NASCAR backing them up. If RCR's support can elevate Rickware's performance, this could be the fresh start they desperately needed. Now let's get into the driver moves, because this is where things get emotional. Daniel Suarez and Trackhouse Racing are splitting up. After years of building that team together, after playoff appearances and 2 Cup wins, it's over. On July 1st, Trackhouse announced it was a mutual decision to part ways at the end of 2025. But let's be real, mutual is just corporate speak for a breakup. And this one stings because Suarez was there from the beginning, helping put Trackhouse on the map. But Suarez isn't disappearing. He's heading to Spire Motorsports to drive the number 7 Chevrolet, replacing Justin Haley. Spire has been quietly building something special over the past few years. They're not a backmarker team anymore, they're making real investments and real moves. Adding a driver with Suarez's experience and wins could be the piece that takes them to the next level. Meanwhile, Trackhouse isn't mourning the loss. They're charging full speed into the future with Connor Zilisch. On August 23rd, they announced that Zilisch, who's only 19 years old, will be driving the number 88 Cup Series car in 2026. A 19-year-old rookie getting a Cup ride is already bold. But Trackhouse didn't stop there. They paired him with Randall Burnett, a legendary crew chief with championship experience. Think about that combination. A teenage driver with everything to prove, and a veteran crew chief who knows exactly how to win at the highest level. That's not a development program, that's Trackhouse making a statement. And they're keeping Shane Van Gisbergen locked down with a multi-year extension. After winning 5 races and taking home Rookie of the Year honours in 2025, the street course sniper from New Zealand is staying in the number 97. Trackhouse lost Suarez, but they're stacking talent like they're building a dynasty. In a year where everyone seems to be jumping to different teams, Zane Smith did the opposite. On October 23rd, he signed a multi-year extension with Front Row Motorsports. This is the team that helped him win the 2022 Truck Series Championship. His crew chief, Ryan Burgundy, is staying with him too. While other drivers are chasing bigger names and fatter paychecks, Smith is betting on chemistry and consistency. Sometimes the smartest move is staying exactly where you are. And for Smith, that loyalty might pay off big time. Here's one that nobody saw coming. Nick Sanchez, a playoff driver and race winner, got cut from Big Machine Racing on December 8th. He won at Watkins Glen, finished 11th in points, and still got shown the door. That's brutal. But the replacement is what really turned heads. On December 23rd, Big Machine announced that Patrick Stupley would be taking over the number 48 for the entire 2026 season. Yes, that Patrick Stupley. The eye surgeon who only made 4 starts in the Xfinity Series last year. 4 starts, that's it. And now he's going full-time in NASCAR. A doctor who performs eye surgeries is about to race door-to-door at 180 miles per hour for an entire season. You can't make this stuff up. Not every story is about chaos and change. Some of NASCAR's biggest names are staying exactly where they are. Denny Hamlin re-signed with Joe Gibbs Racing through 2027 on July 25th. With 60 career wins and multiple Championship 4 appearances, Hamlin is one of the faces of the sport. Love him or hate him, he's not going anywhere. William Byron got locked down by Hendrick Motorsports with a 4-year extension through 2029. 16 wins, 3 straight Championship 4 appearances, and he's just 26 years old. Byron isn't just the present of NASCAR, he might be the face of the entire next generation. While superstars are signing extensions, there are drivers grinding in the background waiting for their moment. Garrett Smithley is back with SS Greenlight Racing in the number 0. Josh Bilicki is joining the same team in 07 after a tough year with DGM. Josh Williams finally has a full-time ride again with DGM Racing. These aren't household names, but they're the ones putting in the work, hoping for that one race where everything clicks and they shock the world. Hendrick Motorsports is making a major play in the Xfinity Series with Corey Day. At just 19 years old, Day is taking over the number 17 Chevrolet. Hendrick hasn't fielded a full-time Xfinity car since 2006. That's how much they believe in this kid. With Adam Wall as his crew chief, Day has all the tools to dominate. Joe Gibbs Racing is betting on youth too. Brent Cruz isn't even 18 yet, and he's signed to run 29 races in 2026. He'll be celebrating his birthday in March and chasing checkered flags by April. Jesse Love is coming back to Richard Childress Racing after winning the 2025 Xfinity Series Championship. He won Rookie of the Year in 2024, then grabbed the title the next season. Love isn't a prospect anymore. He's a proven winner and a legitimate threat every single week. 2026 is shaping up to be the most unpredictable NASCAR season in years. So who do you think is making the smartest move for 2026? And who's about to regret their decision? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're as hyped as we are for this season, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the action.